Welcome back to English Compass. Imagine a small cold room in Paris. It is winter. The wind blows outside. Inside, there is no heater. There is only a small table, a few books, and a young woman sitting alone. She is hungry. She is tired. But she does not stop reading. She does not stop writing. She is studying. This woman is Marie Curie. You know her name. She is one of the most famous scientists in history. She discovered two new elements, polonium and radium. She won 2 Nobel Prizes. She changed the world of medicine and physics. But before she was famous, she was just a student with very little money, a student who had to work hard every single day. She did not have a big laboratory. She did not have expensive tools. She had something more important. She had a routine, a simple, powerful routine that helped her learn complex science. Today, we are going to look at Marie Curie's study routine. We will see how she managed her time, how she stayed focused, how she learned difficult things step by step, and most importantly, we will show you how to use her methods to learn English. You do not need to be a scientist to use these tips. You just need to be consistent. You just need to be curious. You just need a plan. Before we begin, take a deep breath. Say this out loud. I do not need perfect conditions. I need a good routine. I will study with focus. Good. Let's open the notebook of Marie Curie, the student in Paris. Let's go back to the year 1891. Marie Curie was 24 years old. Her real name was Maria Skłodowska. She lived in Poland, but she wanted to study at the Sorbonne University in Paris. In Poland, women could not go to university. So she moved to France. Life in Paris was very hard for her. She had very little money. She rented a small attic room. It was under the roof. In the summer, it was hot like an oven. In the winter, it was cold like ice. She had no furniture except a bed, a table, and a chair. She often forgot to eat. She would study for hours and forget about dinner. Sometimes she only ate bread and tea. She became weak. She sometimes fainted in class because she was so hungry, but she did not quit. Why? Because she loved learning. She loved science. She wanted to understand how the world works. Yay. Her routine was simple but strict. Wake up early. She woke up at 6 or 7 a.m. Study in the morning. Her mind was fresh. She studied physics and mathematics, attend classes. She went to the university. She listened carefully. She took notes. Study in the evening. After class, she went back to her room. She reviewed her notes. She read more books. Sleep late. She often studied until midnight or 1 a.m. This routine was not easy. It required discipline. Discipline means doing what you need to do, even when you don't feel like it. Marie had strong discipline. She knew her goal. Her goal was to learn. Everything else was less important. For you, as an English learner, this is an important lesson. You do not need a perfect room. You do not need expensive courses. You need a routine. You need to decide when you will study, and then you need to stick to it, even if you are tired, even if you are busy, even if it is cold. Marie's first lesson is this: consistency beats comfort. Show up every day, do the work, love the process. Vocabulary in context. Listen to these 4 phrases. They describe Marie's early life. Attic room, a small room under the roof of a house. Discipline, the ability to control yourself and do what is necessary. Fresh mind, a brain that is rested and ready to learn. Stick to it, to continue doing something without stopping. Repeat after me. Attic room. Discipline. Fresh mind. Stick to it. Good. Keep these in mind. They explain how she succeeded. Grammar focus, past simple for biography. Notice how I describe her past actions. She moved to France. She rented a room. She studied every day. We use the past simple for completed actions in the past. It is clear and direct. Repeat after me. She woke up early. She attended classes. She reviewed her notes. Perfect. You're practicing narrative grammar naturally. The power of focused attention. Marie Curie did not just study for many hours. She studied with focus. In her attic room, there were many distractions. It was noisy. It was uncomfortable. but Marie trained her mind to ignore them. When she opened a book, she entered a different world. She did not look at her phone. She did not talk to friends. She did not think about other things. She only thought about science. This is called deep work. Deep work means focusing on one task without distraction for a long time. It is hard to do today. We have phones, we have social media, we have emails. We are always distracted, but distraction kills learning. If you check your phone every 5 minutes, your brain cannot remember what you studied. Marie protected her focus. She created a quiet space in her mind. Even if the room was noisy, her mind was quiet. How can you do this for English? Step 1. Remove distractions. When you study English, put your phone in another room. Turn off the TV. Close unnecessary tabs on your computer. Create a clean space. A clean desk helps a clean mind. Step 2. Set a timer. Marie did not study forever without breaks. She worked in blocks. You can use the Pomodoro Technique. Study for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. After 4 blocks, take a longer break. This keeps your brain fresh. It prevents burnout. Step 3. Single tasking. Do not try to do 2 things at once. Do not listen to English while checking email. Do not read while watching TV. Do one thing. If you are listening, just listen. If you are speaking, just speak. Give your full attention to the language. Marie's second lesson is this. Focus is a muscle. You must train it. Start with short periods. 10 minutes. 15 minutes. Then increase the time. Protect your attention. It is your most valuable tool. Speaking practice, focus affirmations. Pause the video. Listen carefully. Repeat exactly after me. Match the confident tone. I remove distractions. I focus on one task. My mind is clear and ready. Again, slower. I remove distractions. I focus on one task. My mind is clear and ready. Good. You are training your brain for deep work. Vocabulary in context. Deep work, focused, uninterrupted work on a cognitively demanding task. Distraction, something that takes your attention away from what you are doing. Pomodoro Technique, a time management method using timed intervals. Single tasking, doing one thing at a time with full attention. Repeat after me. Deep work. Distraction. Pomodoro Technique. Single tasking. You are building a habit of concentration. Grammar note. Imperatives for instructions. Notice how I give advice. Put your phone away. Turn off the TV. Focus on one thing. Imperatives are verbs used for commands or instructions. They are short and powerful. Repeat after me. Close the door. Start the timer. Listen carefully. Excellent. You are practicing clear, directive language. Active note-taking and review. Marie Curie did not just read books. She wrote. She took notes. Lots of notes. She had many notebooks. In these notebooks, she wrote down formulas. She drew diagrams. She summarized chapters. She asked questions. Writing helped her remember. When you write, you use your hand and your brain together. This creates a stronger memory than just reading. But she did not just copy words. She processed them. She explained ideas in her own words. This is called active learning. Passive learning is just listening or reading. Active learning is doing, writing, speaking, testing yourself. Marie also reviewed her notes regularly. She did not study a topic once and forget it. She came back to it. She checked her understanding. If she did not understand something, she studied it again. She asked her professors for help. She was not afraid to ask questions. For English learners, note-taking is essential. Write new words. Do not just hear them. Write them down. Write definitions. Write the meaning in simple English. Write examples. Write a sentence using the new word. Review weekly. Look at your notes every week. Test yourself. Can you remember the words? If not, study them again. This cycle of learn, write, review builds long-term memory. It moves knowledge from short-term to long-term storage. Marie's third lesson is this. Write to remember. Do not be passive. Be active. Engage with the material. Make it yours. Interactive practice, note-taking drill. Pause the video. I will give you a short paragraph. Listen and write down 3 key words. Marie Curie discovered radium in 1898. It is a radioactive element. It glows in the dark. Did you write radium, radioactive, glows? Good. Now write one sentence using these words. Radium is radioactive and it glows. Say it out loud. You just practiced active learning. Vocabulary in context. Active learning. Engaging with material through writing, speaking, or testing passive learning, just listening or reading without interaction. Long-term memory, storing information for a long time. Review cycle, the process of studying, testing, and restudying. Repeat after me. Active learning. Passive learning. Long-term memory. Review cycle. You are turning information into knowledge. Grammar focus, present simple for facts and habits. Notice how I describe general truths. Writing helps memory. She reviews her notes. Active learning is effective. Present simple is used for facts and habits. It makes your speech clear and authoritative. Repeat after me. Practice improves skills. Reviewing strengthens memory. Writing aids learning. Perfect. You're practicing the grammar of explanation. Curiosity and questioning. Marie Curie was not just a hard worker. She was curious. She always asked, why? Why does this element glow? Why does this reaction happen? Why is this formula true? She did not accept answers blindly. She tested them. She experimented. She questioned everything. Curiosity is the engine of learning. If you are curious, you want to know more. You do not feel bored. You feel excited. You explore. Many English learners lose their curiosity. They treat English like a chore, like homework, like a burden. They memorize rules without asking why. They repeat phrases without understanding the meaning. Bring curiosity back. Ask questions. Why do we use this tense? What is the origin of this word? How do native speakers use this phrase? What is the culture behind this expression? When you ask questions, you become a detective. You investigate the language. You discover secrets. This makes learning fun. It makes it personal. Marie also collaborated. She worked with her husband, Pierre Curie. They talked about science. They shared ideas. They corrected each other. Learning is not always solitary. It can be social. Find a partner. Join a group. Discuss English. Ask questions together. Marie's 4th lesson is this. Stay curious. Question everything. Explore deeply. Share your discoveries. Speaking practice, asking questions. Pause the video. Practice asking questions in English. Why is this important? How does this work? What does this mean? Can you explain more? Repeat them aloud, with curiosity. Why is this important? How does this work? What does this mean? Can you explain more? Good. You are training your mind to inquire. Vocabulary in context. Curiosity, the desire to learn or know something. Collaborate, to work together with others, investigate, to examine something carefully to find the truth. Origin, the beginning or source of something. Repeat after me. Curiosity. Collaborate. Investigate. Origin. You are becoming an explorer of language. Grammar note, question words. Notice how I form questions. Why does it glow? How does it work? What is the meaning? Question words, who, what, where, when, why, how, are essential for inquiry. Practice them daily. Repeat after me. Why do you study English? How do you practice? What is your goal? Excellent. You are practicing the grammar of discovery. Your Curie method for daily practice. Theory is inspiration. Practice is transformation. Here is your 4-step Curie method framework. It applies her routine to your daily English study. It is simple. It is effective. It works. Step 1. The morning focus block. Deep work. Choose one time each day for focused study. 25-30 minutes. No phone, no distractions. just you and English. Read, listen, or write. Use a timer. Protect this time. It is your laboratory. Step 2. Active note-taking, engagement. During your study, take notes. Write new words, write sentences, draw pictures, summarize what you learned. Do not just passively consume, actively create. Make the knowledge yours. Step 3. The curiosity question, inquiry. Ask one question about what you studied. Why is this rule like this? Where does this word come from? Find the answer. Search online. Ask a teacher. Satisfy your curiosity. This deepens understanding. Step 4. The evening review, retention. Before bed, spend 5 minutes reviewing your notes. Read them aloud. Test yourself. Can you remember the new words? If yes, great. If no, study them again tomorrow. Reinforce the memory. Daily template practice. Pause the video. Fill this template out loud. My focus block is at. I will take notes on. My curiosity question is. I will review at. Say it twice, clear, committed, scientific. Vocabulary in context. Focus block. A dedicated period of uninterrupted study engagement, active participation in learning inquiry, the act of asking questions and seeking answers. Retention. The ability to keep information in memory. Repeat after me. Focus block. Engagement. Inquiry. Retention. You are building a scientific approach to language. Grammar focus. Future with will for planning. Notice how I frame commitments. I will study at 8 a.m. I will take notes. I will review tonight. Will expresses intention and planning. It strengthens your resolve. Repeat after me. I will focus deeply. I will write actively. I will ask questions. Perfect. You are programming your mind for success. Your 21-day routine challenge. Marie Curie changed the world not because she was a genius, but because she was disciplined, because she was focused, because she was curious, because she had a routine. You can change your English skills too, not by magic, but by method, by showing up every day, by focusing deeply, by taking notes, by asking questions, by reviewing consistently. Start today. Create your laboratory. Your desk is your lab. Your notebook is your experiment. Your voice is your discovery. I invite you to a 21-day challenge. Follow the Curie Method. Focus, write, question, review. Track your progress. Notice the shift in your memory. Notice the shift in your confidence. When you are ready, comment below. Day 1. I study with focus. I learn with curiosity. I build my routine. I will read every comment. I will reply to your journey. This channel is not just for listeners. It is for scientists of language. And you are leading the research. Subscribe to English Compass for more biographies, graded stories, and step-by-step fluency systems. Turn on notifications. Your next breakthrough is not in a miracle. It is in your next study session. Before you go, place your hand over your heart. Repeat this final line with me. I do not just study English. I investigate it. I focus. I question. I master. My mind is my laboratory. See you tomorrow. Keep studying. Keep questioning. Keep discovering. The world is waiting for your knowledge.